And here's the start list. Sandy Morris of the United States at the bottom of the page there, world indoor and Olympic silver medalist. And there's Katerina Stefanidi of Greece, the reigning Olympic, world, European and European indoor champion. Here they come, emerging amongst the pyrotechnics with Canada's Alicia Newman, the Canadian record holder indoors and out.
Jumping at 2, a personal
Here's
best
Nina
of
Kennedy, the Australian.
Nina Kennedy. Jumping at 3, twice a European
The German
silver medalist for
Lisa
Germany,
Reisic, 2010 European bronze medalist, a European silver medalist 2 years ago.
Jumping at 4, the new national record holder of France.
Here's the French vaulter, Ninon Guillaume-Romarin.
Jumping at 5, an authorised neutral athlete,
Here's Olga Molina.
Jumping at 6, a European bronze medalist from Sweden.
Here's the Swede, Angelica Bengtsson, European bronze medalist indoors in 2015, followed it up with an outdoor bronze a year later.
At 7, Olympic bronze medalist from New Zealand, Eliza McCartney.
There's been New Zealand glory already today. Will that have inspired Eliza McCartney?
At 8, 2015 world champion for Cuba.
Well, here's a world-class vaulter, a 2015 world champion, Yaroslav Silva of Cuba.
The world silver medalist indoors and out.
Sandy Morris of the United States. Lost her poles on the way over here. They were floating around somewhere in Paris. They turned up in Birmingham on Wednesday.
European champion.
Here she is,
Katerina Stefanidi.
Stefanidi of Greece. Name a title, and she's won it at one stage or another.
The 2015 European indoor champion and authorised neutral athlete, Angelika Sidorova.
Authorised neutral athlete in this event.
Champion of the USA, Katie Najot.
And here's the new US national champion. Big win for her last month, Katie Najot.
12 athletes for the women's pole vault final.
Najot with the world lead mark as well for this year, 4 meters and 91. Here's a look at Alicia Newman of Canada. She will be first up when the final gets underway. The bar will be at 4:35 as Newman gets us started.
Yeah, that was an easy clearance. You know, coming in at 4:35, it's just a little safer. I mean, she's got a season's best and a personal best of 4:66. So, you know, not one of the higher jumpers, but actually 4:60 is still a pretty decent jump. So, you know, maybe just making sure you get a little bit safe, get a few jumps in, so you don't have to sit down and wait for so long. Sometimes it can be a little boring, I'm sure. So here we go, Australian champion, Nina Kennedy. She's coming in at 4:35 also. She has a season's best and also a lifetime best, personal best of 4:62. Well, not to be. Maybe she's feeling a little cold because it is in Australia. It is the summer right now, and 30 degrees
It's
odd.
certainly
So
a bit warmer than it is in Birmingham. A lot of snow outside this venue. It will have been a bit of a shock. With Reisic passing at 4:35, it's on to Ninon Guillaume-Romarin. Her first attempt. And that's a really good clearance, a confident start.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just want to get those nerves out the way, and if you are a slightly nervous athlete, if you come in too high, you've got more chance of knocking off the bar. So I think, you know, you come in, you just settle those nerves, just get the feeling of the runway, get the feeling of the atmosphere, get the feeling of clearing that bar, and you know, you can progress from there and build your confidence.
6th in the world this year. Olga Molina will be next up.
Yeah, Olga has a season's best of 4:55 and a personal best of 4:60, so I'm sure she's going to want to try and encroach on that 4:60 PB. Really nice clearance there, really smooth on the runway. You know, she didn't look like she had too many problems and popped over that bar quite easily.
Yaroslav Silva from Cuba, currently in 3rd position. Already a season best with 4:35, but I guess that because she hasn't done one indoor meet this season yet, so probably jumping a little bit outdoors, maybe in Cuba.
Yeah, and she's also got a personal best of 4:82 and was the 2015 world champion and 2012 Olympic silver medalist, so she's very useful. Not so much there though, maybe.
Well, I think definitely got the height, but you know, as pole vaulters so often do, they come down on the bar when they can't bring the speed over the bar. With her 4:82 as a personal best, I'm sure she'll clear this one as well. Sandy Morris of the USA, entering the competition at 4:50, first attempt. That was really impressive. Looked like Sandy Morris is coming into this championship with a great shape.
Yeah, she cleared that very easily, but sometimes, and you often see this at these lower heights where they're very confident and that they know that they can clear.
Angelica Bengtsson, Sweden. Hasn't had any competition indoor this season, was invited on previous outdoor results. Angelica Bengtsson, second attempt. Impressive by Angelica to clear that in her second attempt.
Yeah, she's the European bronze medalist indoors in 2015 and outdoors in 2016. So, you know, she's not kind of new to this. She's been there, done it a few times. I expected her to get over that height pretty easily, as she did.
Elisa McCartney of New Zealand. Also a second attempt clearance from her. Elisa McCartney, who took the bronze medal last year in London at her debut at the Global Championship.
Here we go with Silva. Cleared her first attempt at 4:35. Failed her first attempt at 4:50. So she's going to want to get over this height just so she can stay in the running. She, like Christian said earlier, she hadn't come in with a season's best, so it means that she hasn't actually competed indoors this season. However,
looks like she's going to have to wait until the hurdles for men has been run.
oh, and this again is very frustrating because, okay, they've allowed her to go. Here we go.
We appreciate that up here in the commentator box, considering we're both jumpers, don't we?
Absolutely. It's very frustrating when you're stopped just to introduce a field rather than if they're actually running, we understand. But introductions, we also matter as field eventers. Here she goes, Silva. Oh, she scrapes over that bar. The second attempt at 450, and as you can see, very happy with that.
Katie Nagyat of the USA, second attempt at entering height. That shows you more why she's in the world lead. Nice clearance. Alicia Newman, first of the finalists to attempt the height of 460. Currently first position with a clean sheet. That was really, really close. Coming down on it. Bounces a few times up and down, but an X in her sheet. Nina Kennedy of Australia had a little bit of a bumpy start. Second time clearance on first height and her second height. Can she go clear of 460 in her first attempt? Happy with that. Eliza McCartney. First attempt 460. Nice jump, Elisa. I have to correct myself also, I said she was the bronze medalist from London last year, but she's the bronze medalist from Rio 2016. Yaroslav Silva is the clear 460. Already a season best with a 450. That's why she's a multiple medal-winning athlete. Coach looks happy.
Three options for you: 475, 480, 490. We're going to do to vote to higher on those heights. We're going to do to vote.
So here's Sadie Morris.
Got live on your phone.
She's quite a character. Apparently she's very, very active on Twitter, on social media. Said her mum often says to her that she finds things out about her on Twitter and has to look at Twitter to find out what she's doing in her life. So anyway, she clears 450 on the first attempt. So here she goes. 460, easy peasy. She's definitely in good shape. I think she knows that she's going to have a battle on her hand with Stephanides and even her teammate who beat her at the US trials. Clean sheet so far.
So first one coming up in the boards is Angelica Sidorova, 2015 European indoor champion now. Authorised neutral athlete.
Sidorova. First attempt, 460. Another one that goes clear. And another one with the clean sheet. Actually, she's entering the competition at this height. And she joins Sandy in the lead. Nagyot, US, first attempt, 460. Nice jump. Looks like she's really enjoying herself as well, which is always an advantage to really enjoy yourself in the big arenas.
And why not? I mean, she's made a massive breakthrough this year. And she's at her first World Indoors. Probably her first, I think it's her first senior debut, so on the world scene, so why not enjoy yourself? she's jumping really well too.
Angelica Bengtsson. Currently 9th place. .460. She has jumped this before, but not without competing a lot before. And no competitions before the World Championship indoors this season.
Bengtsson also failing second time at 4 meters and 60.
Not a bad attempt, but
Athletes come clear, so the 4 athletes will come back.
maybe lacking a little bit of competitions in her shape. Alicia Newman, Canada. Alicia used to be a gymnast all the way up to the age of 13, which is not a bad thing considering pole vault is a body control event. Nice clearance. Nice to see some of the athletes going over, even if it's the last attempt.
I think if I recall correctly, I think Milena Isinbayeva also did the same thing, but came from gymnastics. 460 clearance on her 3rd attempt, so that was really good for her.
See if Guyon Romarin from France can do the same as Newman from Canada just did a moment ago. Last attempt at 460. Not to be this time, not to be this time. Looks like she's ending up in 8th position. Olga Mulina. Also 3rd attempt, 460. Stay alive in this competition. Bit of a scare there, but nice clearance, and on she goes to the next height of 470.
3rd attempt at 460.
See if she can regain her focus and go clear this time. Exiting the competition at 460. At the moment, currently in 10th position. Elisa McCartney now, currently in bronze medal position. Only one failure on her way up to 470. Looking at the height scheme, I'd say that this 470 could be a really important height to clear in the first attempt. See if the bronze medalist from the Olympic Games in Rio can go up in the lead.
She's actually got some good pedigree because her mother Donna was a gymnast and her father William was a 195 high jumper. So got some spring in there somewhere. Oh, how unfortunate. She's still got a smile on her face, but yeah, she's knocked that one down. First attempt at 470. She's still in 3rd position. And here we are. We go back to the women's pole vault. Silver currently lying in 3rd position. 460. She's cleared on her first attempt as a season's best. Here she goes, 470. Yeah, she knows she's got it in her. Obviously, she's knocked that down, but looked like a really good attempt, and I think that she potentially will get this on the next attempt. She's got the height, I feel like she's kind of come down on the bar. I was learning a few terminologies from the male pole vault, but it's a very, very technical event, so there's many things that you can adjust. One of the pole vaulters said to me that that makes it good, and it also makes it bad.
Stefanidis entering the competition at the height of 470. Looks like it pays off. The first one to clear that height, and she goes directly into the lead.
Yeah, that was a really easy attempt, and you know, she was in the press conference earlier, a few days ago, seeming very, very confident, saying that she loves the championship performances.
Sidorova, first attempt, 470. Another one over. Good attempt by Sidorova. Good clearance. And just like Katarina Stefanidi, she's a clean sheet. Sandy Morris in the pole vault. Currently in third place. One failure so far at 470. She'll be looking to clear this, not to have a repeat from the Olympic Games in Rio where she lost the gold medal on countback for having more failures along the way. Much better. She looks really happy with that jump.
So we're back to third attempts now to stay in the competition.
Katie Nagyot, second attempt, 470. Hopefully she got a good instruction from Brad Walker, her coach. Another clearance is the fourth one in this final to go clear of 470. That puts her just outside the medal in fourth place. She needs to clear another height to be in contention for the medals. Ashley Newman of Canada. Third and final attempt at 470. If she clears this, it will be a new record for the Canadian. And she does. New Canadian record as well. Since 466 was the Canadian record before this high jump.
Yeah, it seems like this women's pole vault is really starting to come on.
Olga Mulina looking for another personal best in this competition. Can she be the fifth athlete to go clear of 470? Not to be this time. But still a very good competition from her with a new PB of 460. Exit this competition in 9th place. Eliza McCartney, New Zealand. Also a last attempt at 470 to stay alive in this competition. Looks like she's saying some well-chosen words before her attempt. Nice. Very nice jump from Eliza McCartney. Happy with that one. Equal her season and personal best. And the New Zealand indoor record. Nina Kennedy of Australia. Just seen Eliza McCartney go clear. Can she do the same? Put a little more effort into this attempt. Not a bad attempt, but she exits the competition and comes away from here with a 460 jump and 8th position. Yaroslav Silva used to be up fighting for the medals. Can she do so in this competition as well? The answer is no. Yaroslav Silva also exiting the competition at 470. She will end up in 7th place, I believe. Eliza McCartney from New Zealand attempting 475, first attempt. And she goes clear as the first one over 475. What a competition we are having here. It's an area record as well.
And here we go with Sadie Morris. 475, first attempt. And there she goes, Sandy Morris over the bar. little punch of the air with that fist. First attempt, gone into the lead with 475 clearance.
Putting some pressure on Katarina Stefanidi. Here, first attempt 475 as well. Can she go clear as Sandy did? And she does not. She does not. It's put her in position that where she will need to have clear another height to go into the lead. Not just 475, probably 480 as well. So after the first attempt has been done in the women's pole vault, we have only 2 women gone over. Can Alicia Newman set another Canadian record and clear 475.
Katie Naziot has also failed her first attempt at 475.
Here she goes, 475. She's up there, but not quite getting the height that she needs.
Yeah, she looked like she kind of stalled to me halfway up. You know, she didn't carry that speed all the way up and over when she went into that rotation to get over the bar.
Still have one more attempt at this height.
Yeah, Stefanidi's here in deep thought. She had said that championships is where she thrives the most. This is what she loves. So let's see if she can get over this attempt at 475.
Not the best result this year with her 483, but she does have 19 straight wins, which means she has a psychological advantage over the others. But at this moment, second attempt at 475 doesn't mean a lot.
Well, she studied cognitive psychology, so let's see if this helps her in this situation. And there you go. Pops over that bar pretty easily. She knows she's going to have to clear the next height and the height above to go back into the lead if she wants to go into the lead.
Now Alicia Newman, third and final attempt at 575. Already set a Canadian record with 470. Having a great competition so far. Looks like she's enjoying herself. But she'll need this to stay alive in the competition.
That jump clock is running, which means she still has time to execute the jump. While they're getting caution into the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a rush. 20 seconds isn't a long time at all. She's got 9 seconds on the clock. This is going to be a real rush to, you know, this isn't like the jumps. She's got 3 seconds. I think she's not going to be able to do it.
No.
Yeah, to set up the pole it takes a lot of time, and she's run out of time on this.
Yeah, it's too late, too late. It's a new rule, only 30 seconds this year. Before she had 1 minute. And in the heat of the moment, I think she forgot about the 30-second rule. Anzelika Zidorova, currently in 4th position. She passed 475, that's a gutsy move from her. Now first attempt at 480. If she goes clear, she'll be the first one in this height. And she does. She goes into the lead. Again, after gutsy move of passing 475. Still a clean sheet of Sidorova.
And in first place. I mean, she knows that she's in really good shape. To pass 475, you know, she hasn't hardly done any jumps yet, so she knows she's in good shape. And when you know you're in good shape, why waste energy? Past those heights, the other girls have already cleared it. Let's move forward. And there you go, first attempt.
Katarina Stefanidi of Greece. Trying to go for the only title that she's missing in her collection, the indoor world title. And at this moment, it's not looking so good. Sidorova is already cleared for 80. Second attempt, Stefanidi. Not happy with that attempt, but she's still gotten one left at 480. Can she go clear, or she will be outside of the medals?
She didn't look like she was really bringing speed to this. She didn't look hungry as I've seen her in the past for that. I think you might see that on the next attempt, because she will only have this last attempt to stay in the contention and try to go for that all-important world indoor title that she's more than capable of doing. But I think a few other ladies are going to have something to say about that.
Katie Nagyard, only one attempt left, even if there's a second attempt at 480, since she passed from 475, where she already had one failure. This is to stay alive in the competition. Currently in 5th position, outside the medals. Nagyard, last attempt, 480. Not to be this time. She exited the competition and she will go home with a 5th place at the World Indoor Championship here in Birmingham.
Yeah, it's interesting because some of the performances that we did see in the US trials in Albuquerque at that altitude haven't quite lived up to that same standard here down at sea level, or should I say snow level, here in Birmingham. You know, that 491 that she did, this 480 was way down on that, and if she was in that 490 shape, 480 should be a stroll in the park for her, but this is the major championships, and there's all lots of different pressures.
Liza McCarthy up next in the pole vault. Looks like she's getting some good instruction from her coach there. She's smiling. Already an area record with her 475. Currently in bronze medal position. Can she improve on that?
His best is 17.14. He's in 3rd. To take the lead, he needs to find 9 centimetres above 17.22. Keep your eye on the scoreboard.
Last attempt, 480. Not quite there. But a new area record and possibly a bronze medal. She'll have to wait and see. A lot of silver medals already in Sandy's collection. I'm suspecting she's not going to be happy with that. She'll want to come away with the gold medal here, but then she'll have to clear the 480 first. Here she goes. Amazing jump. Looks like a right elbow is hurting. I hope she didn't get injured there.
Oh, it looks like she might have hurt her elbow a little bit.
Hopefully.
That's not what you want right now. No, she's just overcome a really serious back injury, where she said that she actually had a cortisone injection injected into her back, as she had a bulging disc pressing into her spinal cord. I've had that, and it's extremely... Oh, there you go. She's just whacked her elbow on the edge of the pole, of her own pole. That looked like it really hurt.
Hopefully just a bruise and no real injury. Stefanidi's last attempt at 480 needs to clear it, otherwise she's out of the contention for the medals.
And look at that.
A jump of a champion.
The relief her attempt was much better. She came with a lot more aggression on that, like we said that she's going to need to do. You know, this is where her love for championships comes into it.
Back to Anna-Anzelika Zidorova for her first attempt at 485. She's done 487 this season, so this is something she should be able to clear, and she does. Talk about fantastic jumping from her this evening. Still no failures, all the way up to 485, and she's looking more and more like the possibly gold medalist here tonight.
And there's Morris, just giving a little high five from Sidorova. It's interesting, Sidorova's really gone about her business very quietly, very understated, you know, not too much noise, where you hear the Stefanidis and the Morris, you know, they did their interview and the press conference, talking all the talk. I think even Stefanidis said, all these girls are here to beat me, everyone's looking to beat me, you know, very confident, you know, but, you know, Sidorova just quiet, going about her business.
And this,
very clean.
Sandy and Katarina now have to decide, will they continue to jump on 485, because clearing that won't put them into the gold medal position. So are they passing and jumping on 490 instead, or are they more concerned with the silver and bronze medal position? Looks like they are passing.
Well, it's really interesting because Stefanidis isn't actually having as good a competition as she would have, I'm sure, hoped. So for her to pass this next height, where she's had some failures at the previous heights, is a really gutsy move.
Brief shot of Ailey Doyle there as we take you back to the pole vault.
With only 3 athletes left in the pole vault, they will have a full 2 minutes to prepare for their jump. And just like I expected, they're passing at 485, moving on to 490, means they only have 2 attempts each at 490. But if you want to win the gold, you have to risk it all.
490 would actually be a season's best for Stefanidis, because I think she's only jumped 483 so far this indoor season. Sandy Morris, excuse me, has jumped 490 this year, so this will be an equal season's best for her. 490 is really where it starts getting hot in the women's pole vault, and where most women really want to try and achieve this height.
There she goes. Best attempt 490. Not too bad. I like her effort. Okay. You can see that she really has been up on these heights before, and maybe the second and last attempt at 490.
Yeah, for me, I felt like her hips at the first beginning of her run, those first 3 strides, you really have to keep the hips up. She just looked like she had a slightly low hip, and then that makes it really much harder for her hips to be high coming into planting that pole, which then means she's going to have to get them up, and it's just time that you don't need. So maybe that was one of the reasons why she failed that high.
Getting some instruction from Brad Walker, the gold medal winner from World Championship back in Osaka 2007.
And here is Stefanidis in the pole vault. She really has to focus. She knows that she can do it, but it's a bit beyond what she's already done this season. but well within her capabilities. But not for this attempt.
Don't usually see Stefanidi doing something like that in her attempt. Still one attempt left though.
We're ready for a big track fight. It's the men's 400 meters.
Sandy Morris, second and last attempt at 490. No clearance so far. 490. This to stay in the competition and her stake at the gold medal. What a jump! Not even close to the bar. Look at that reaction. Fantastic.
See, again, absolutely love that. She's a fighter, you know, she's gritty. And you know what I really like is that even though she's confident, she's not cocky with it, you know, she's just happy. She's a really, really lovely girl. Look at that. And even with that smash on her elbow that she did in the previous round, she was able to clear that with a championship record, 490 on her second attempt. And I think it's an equal season's best too.
And now she smashed her right knee as well.
Maybe she needs to smash a few more things and maybe she can go over 5 meters again.
Look at that fighting face. Let's see what she's hitting with her thigh now instead. Oh, she hits the pole with her knee now. It doesn't matter. She goes clear 490. She goes into the lead, puts pressure on the other pole vaulters, Katarina and Sidorova.
Oh, wow. Well, that was Stefanidi's third and final attempt at 490. And as you see, it wasn't to be for her tonight. She bows out the competition at 490. Well, actually, her best attempt was 480, and she's in third place in that bronze medal.
Women's pole vault. Been out here now for almost 3 hours during this competition. So really impressive to keep this focus going. And now they're up and jumping at heights they have never cleared before. Both Sidorova and Morris. Second attempt, 495. She continues to jump really well. Pushes and pushes. I wonder if she might even have another pole in that. With her here to Birmingham, because she might need another one to clear this one. Sidorova, second attempt.
Wow, she actually screamed as she was going over it because I think she felt like she was going to get that.
Well, it's a long way down from 495, so you have time to say stuff.
Yes, that's correct.
But no go for this attempt, so one attempt left for both Sidorova and Sandy Morris.
I mean, they must be tired, like you said, nearly 3 hours. This is like the marathon of field events, the pole vault competition.
So if she can equal that here tonight, she put a much stronger grip on that gold medal than she has at the moment. Because Sidorova looked good on both her attempts at 495. Sandy Morris, final attempt, 495.
Even Sidorova had to actually smile with that one. That was the luck of the gods came down and kept that bar on for Sandy Morris. It jumped off, it turned over, and it stayed up. Championship record, equal personal best, as Christian said. What an absolutely amazing jump. I actually thought it might be off the way that her run-up was, but she scraped over that. Amazing. Wow, there was a really nice moment just before this attempt where Sidorova and Morris went to each other, gave each other a hug and said good luck. I guess that luck was good for Morris. Let's see if it can work for Sidorova.
Yeah, that ball bounced once, twice, maybe even 3 times before it settled down. I even lost myself in my commentary there because it was so exciting.
Sometimes there are no words.
Or too many, in my case sometimes.
European champion from 2015 indoors. Sandy Morrison in the shots. The two competitors.
Wow, this is a really nice moment between the 2 teammates from the US. And here's Sidorova preparing, has to now calm herself, refocus on her own jump after seeing what just happened with Sandy Morris.
Sidorova had 2 really good attempts. First and the second one was, I'd say, close. Sidorova, final attempt, 495. Up she goes. And the world champion is Sandy Morris. And she claims her first gold medal at the Global Championship.
Wow, she's overcome so much this year. Back problems, she didn't even know she'd actually be able to make the US trials to book her place here to the World Championships. But now, she's the gold medalist.
And her poles turned up in the nick of time.
Yes, exactly, because they were lost for a little while. But they turned up on Wednesday, apparently, so just in the nick of time. And look, it just shows you what it means to her. All that emotion is now starting to flood out. 3 hours of competition nearly. And it concludes with Sandy Morris, gold medalist. Sidorova claims that silver. Stefanidis will have to settle for the bronze medal this time.
Sandy Morris, final attempt at 5:04. Will she crown this evening with the world record? Already a championship record for Sandy Morris. Sandy Morris, third and final attempt, 5:04. No world record today, but championship record, and she is crowned as World Championship of Birmingham 2018. Women's pole vault. Sandy Morris, 495, championship record, gold medal. Always special when you receive your first global title. Great moment there, Coleman and Sandy hugging each other, 2 world champions. Sidorova had to settle for silver, but a fantastic result of 490 this evening.
Confirmation of the result, the women's pole vault, a championship record mark and a gold medal for Sandy Morris after an intriguing battle with Sidorova, who set a new personal best mark of 4.90. Stefanidi of Greece edged out to the bronze on this occasion, but another medal to add to her collection.
Dribbling for the USA's appeal against his disqualification has been successful. He's back in the silver position, so short of Poland, winner of the USA, and on the left are Spain, medalists in the men's 800 metres.